So I tiptoe when I don't want you to know that I'm not around.
Hi, I'm Shandana Mufti and I'm here for ABScream Media. I'm here with the Century. Do you want to introduce yourself and what you do in the band?
Yeah, I'm Alex and I play piano.
So tell us about how this tour has been going so far. You're about halfway through?
Yeah, it's a pretty short tour, so it's weird that it's halfway through. But yeah, we've played a few shows now, and they've all been really awesome. Like playing with Nicholas, who's right over there. He's an awesome dude, and all the shows have gone really smooth. So
is it nice headlining again? Last time I saw you guys, you were
yeah.
for...
We get really bored sitting in the green room like till 9:45 every night, but other than that, it's really awesome because you're kind of on your own schedule.
So what do you do to keep yourselves entertained while waiting around?
We play tic-tac-toe and Pogs. It's like a game from the 90s with you use like the slammer. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding, we don't play Pogs.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, we just listen to music and listen to the opening bands and stuff and just hang out.
Okay, so you guys put out Biography of Heartbreak earlier this year, and you put that out independently. So how does that change how you work putting the album together? Like, does it make it more stressful?
Yes and no. I mean, it gives us more freedom to do stuff on our own agenda and time. So you don't have that pressure of the label at being like, like deadlines, we need it by this time and whatnot. And at the same time, you don't have the budget of a major label or anything, or an indie label giving you that extra help. But it's kind of nice to do it on your own because, I don't know, it feels like you earned it more almost.
Right, so budget aside, having the creative control.
Yeah, and you don't have like an A&R guy saying, we needed another song that sounds like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Right.
So no, yeah, it's actually kind of nice in a way.
So is it hard to self-promote? Like, I mean, I guess that's like promote the album, get the radio play and all that.
Yeah, radio in the States at least it's very expensive. I mean, that's not really our like main focus. It's really, I think social media is like, it's so important now that we put most of our attention towards that and just, like the live show and touring and just making really strong connections with our fans. That's really important to us. And,
you guys played shows around the world. Do you notice marked differences between domestic and international audiences and fans?
Yeah. We play the Philippines a few times now, and it's absolutely surreal every time we go over there. It's like a completely another world, and I mean, we have amazing fans everywhere, but yeah, there's differences, and I think like when we played in Europe versus the Philippines versus the States, I don't know exactly what those differences are, but everyone's really supportive, which is awesome, and I think that's like the most important thing.
So you guys tour a lot within like the same group of musicians. Like you were out with Nick Santino earlier this year when he was Rocket. How do you like you worry about keeping the shows and the lineups interesting for the fans who show up time and time again?
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all of our, I guess it's like the main, us, Nick, we just did that last tour, but we share a lot of the same fan base, and we, I think that the fans, as long as we mix up the show itself, obviously we don't want it to get monotonous and boring, but, we tried doing like different lighting this time and different songs from the new record, and Nick is a completely different project this time, previously from Rocket to the Moon, obviously, and, I think that just based upon the response from like social media, that everyone was interested in seeing that like us play together, so it didn't feel like it would be the same show again almost.
Your sound has changed quite a bit between the two albums you put out. How do you strike a balance between maintaining like a consistency in your sound while growing? Like it works pretty well album to album.
Thank you.
How do you guys?
I think we had like different influences this time around. We've always been heavily influenced by pop music, not just like top 40 pop, but just pop music in general. And I think this time around, like our previous record, Sound of Fire, was a little more like rock, punk almost, pop punk rock. And that was also because we worked with a producer who named Tim Pagnotta, who kind of had a vision for us almost. So when we came in, and, we all had long shaggy hair, and he first met us, and we kind of looked like a rock band, and he kind of just saw us as this, young rock band, and we kind of had that vibe of like, a little rebellious, whatever. And then, I don't know, as we've been playing more and more and gotten older, we just started listening to, or just refining the, pop music and like the melodies and chord changes and all that and structure. And that's what, I guess, we just got really fascinated by that and tried to take it in that direction.
So did you have that sort of vision when you went in to record this album?
Yeah, we definitely did. It was a lot different, the process of recording this record versus the last one. It was a lot more synth-based, and just the whole process was completely different. It was very like the last one was like a lot of, everything took a really long time, and this was kind of like, it was a lot quicker, like the pace was quicker, so it felt like things were moving faster, which was good.
Was the writing process also very different?
Not really, it was pretty collaborative. There was a lot of programming of like beats and different things, so that was a little different, but overall it was still similar. We like to write in as a whole band.
Have you guys been writing again, like for any future releases?
No, but when we get home, there's been talks about doing
something else?
Yeah.
Is that something we can hope to see in the new year?
Yes, absolutely.
With all these there changes to your sound, how does that change how you put your set lists together? Like trying to...
It actually it was a little tricky. We had to be pretty selective and careful with how we approach that, because you go from like a rock song to like the super pop sounding song. You don't want it to be, like what the heck was that? So we tried to figure out a lot of segues and transitions to make everything really comfortable for the whole set, and I feel like we accomplished it pretty well given the songs and everything, but.
We'll see that.
Yeah, hopefully.
So lastly, you guys are going to hit the stage in a bit. Do you have any pre-show rituals you run through?
We do, but it's a little bit of a secret. It's a chant that's very inappropriate and I can't say.
Okay, we'll let you keep that to yourself.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.